Hey kids, gather around because today I have an amazing story to share with you. Today, I'm going to tell you a fascinating story about a wise king and his lazy people. It's a tale that teaches us about responsibility and the importance of hard work. Are you ready? Here we go. This story is set in a time long ago in a kingdom that was known far and wide for its prosperity and happiness. Once upon a time, in a super prosperous kingdom, there was a wise king named Alaric. King Alaric was loved by his people for his wisdom and fairness. This kingdom was full of riches, and everyone lived comfortably. The markets were always bustling, the fields were green, and the houses were well maintained. But as time went on, the people got, kind of lazy. They started to take their comfortable lives for granted. They stopped working hard, thinking the king's wealth would take care of everything. They believed that the king's riches would always be there to support them no matter what. Fields weren't taken care of, streets got messy, and the trade slowed down. The once thriving kingdom began to show signs of neglect. King Alaric saw this and decided to teach his people a valuable lesson. He knew that if he didn't act, the kingdom would fall into ruin. He ordered a huge boulder to be placed right in the middle of the busiest road in the kingdom. This road was essential for trade and daily activities. Then he hid nearby to watch what his people would do. He wanted to see if anyone would take the initiative to move the boulder. One by one, the people came to the boulder. They were surprised and confused by the sudden obstacle in their path. Some grumbled about the king not fixing the roads, others just turned around, and a few even cursed their bad luck. They all had different reactions, but none of them were willing to solve the problem. But guess what? Not a single person tried to move the rock. They all assumed it was someone else's responsibility. After a few days, the king finally stepped forward. He had seen enough and decided it was time to reveal the lesson. He called for his guards, and together they pushed the big boulder aside. It took some effort, but they managed to move it. And what did they find underneath? To everyone's surprise, there was a hidden treasure, a chest full of gold. The sight of the gold coins glittering in the sunlight left everyone in awe, and a note that read, "This treasure belongs to the one who moves the stone." The message was clear and simple. The crowd went silent, realizing their mistake. They understood that they had missed an opportunity because of their laziness. Then the king spoke up. He addressed his people with a firm yet kind voice. "Just as you expect me to care for the kingdom, I expect you to care for it too." He emphasized the importance of mutual responsibility. A ruler is but a reflection of his people. If the people are diligent, the kingdom will thrive. If you are lazy, the kingdom will crumble, no matter how strong a king may be. The state of the kingdom is a mirror of its people's efforts, but if you work hard, we will all prosper together. The king's words inspired the villagers to take action. From that day forward, the people understood that the kingdom's strength depended not only on the king, but on their efforts as well. They began to work together to restore their kingdom to its former glory. So kids, what's the moral of the story? It's that everyone has a role to play in the success of a community. Rulers are like people. A kingdom's success depends on both the leader and its citizens working together. Thanks for listening. Remember, every small effort counts. Remember to always do your best and work hard. See you next time. And don't forget, your actions can make a big difference. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep being awesome and responsible.